Hey guys, it's Courtney and Seth here, and today we are back at Universal Orlando Resort. Tonight we're doing a little something special for Mardi Gras. Universal has promoted their Ride and Dine experience, and we get to ride the float, and we get to have a dinner at the location of our choice, which tonight for us is going to be Lombard's. So we're going to take you guys along with us, give you our full tour and review, and tell you if it's really worth it or not. So if you'd like to join us, let's go. During the 2023 Mardi Gras season, Universal is offering guests the opportunity to participate in the Float Ride and Dine experience. This experience includes a 3-course meal at a select restaurant and a reserved spot on a Mardi Gras float on the same night. Standard prices start at $84.99 per person and must be reserved in advance. So now let's go check in for our reservation at Lombard's, one of the 4 select restaurants in this dining package.
Alright, so we went by guest services on the way in and grabbed our tickets. So now that we've got our tickets, we're going right into Lombard's here and get our dinner. So I know we have done a video on Lombard's before, but with this visit with the Dine and Ride, we get to actually have our meal included in the ticket, and if I understand correctly, we also get to choose from any of the entrees, any of the appetizers, and any of the desserts. We've always thought that this restaurant was quite pretty here, and we have sitting near the center here, right next to the aquarium, so we can kind of look at the fish while we potentially eat a fish.
So upon check-in, we did get these 2 lanyards. This is our Float Ride and Dine experience. It looks like they have the event date and the check-in time. He did say 6:15. He said we could probably check in around 6. We're going to head over there after we eat and just see what we can do. But do keep the tickets handy that you get at either the wheel call kiosk or the like customer service. What is it called? Guest services. Because you do have to give these to your server. Again, alcohol is not included with the meal. You do get your appetizer, entree, and dessert, and soft drinks, he said, are included with the price of that. So let's check out the menu. Let's see what we're going to get. So we do have the QR code here for you to scan. They are paperless here at Lombard's. So Seth's already brought it up for us. We have our appetizers, soups and salads. Featured Mardi Gras item is the shrimp dish there that you see, and we also have our entrees. And let's keep going there with our handhelds and our non-alcoholic drinks. Let's look at the alcoholic drinks right fast. Alright, so here's our drink menu. We've gotten a couple of these before. I think it was the waterfront that I got last time. I may get that again. But they do have a good variety, and just the list keeps going, of cocktails, beers, and of course they do have some wines as well. And we usually don't even bother with dessert. I mean, we're usually pretty full, but since we do get it included today, let's take a look at the dessert menu. Looks like it's just these 4 options, right? So not a very big dessert menu, but definitely some of the classics and the favorites to choose from.
Alright, so here's the shrimp cocktail that Courtney ordered. It comes with 4 shrimp over ice with a roasted lemon, and there's the cocktail sauce. And then I went with the calamari.
It's warm.
So it all looks pretty good. So we're going to dig in and try things out. So I went with the catch of the day, and they let me choose from all 4 of the options there. So I went with salmon. You can get it grilled or blackened. So I went with grilled option, and it comes with some mixed vegetables or roasted vegetables, Brussels sprouts, pumpkin seeds, and I can't remember what the sauce was, but I'll try to look that up and put that on the screen now. And Courtney chose the shrimp Alfredo. It looks pretty good.
That's what I've gotten before. It's pretty good.
So we're going to dig in and try it out.
Alright, so here is my cheesecake dessert, and Seth also went with the key lime pie. And again, wasn't a really big dessert menu, but these are the ones that we thought looked the best. Looks like I have some caramel drizzle on mine, so we're going to dig into these. We'll check back in a few.
Alright, so we just finished up at Lombard's. It was really good and we're really full, but now it's time to go check in, and we will report on the food in more detail later. So we've now made it to the animal actor stage, which is where you check in to get onto your float. And you do have to fill out a waiver. Anyone that is riding a float, you just got to sign this form, and then you'll be on your way in here to the waiting room.
Alright guys, so we have on our smocks. We got the King Gator float tonight. Try again tomorrow, hopefully, for the King and Queen float. They did say that most of the Ride and Dine people, they've been trying to put on the Gator float. I don't know if that's easier for them to keep track of, but anyways, so we basically have about 45 minutes. They said to be back by 6:45, 6:50. It's about 7 after now. So we're just gonna kind of roll, maybe get some water, maybe a snack or two, and then we'll report back and show you guys more of the float riding process. Alright, so we have made our way back to Animal Actors. We're waiting on the direction to start from the bead captains, and hopefully we'll be escorted back to our floats and start loading soon. So we'll see you guys after that.
They're mean, they're green. It's Gator! With Sonia, G, Kevin, Brian, Kiki, and David.
Yep, so that's us.
Yep. Let's go.
Guys, so we wanted to wrap up our Ride and Dine float experience here at Mardi Gras. So what we decided to do was to kind of just compare the ticket prices to what we would have paid for at Lombard's. So I got the shrimp cocktail, that was $14. The calamari appetizer that Seth got as well was $14. Seth's entree, the catch of the day, which was a salmon, was $31. My shrimp Alfredo was $23. We got 2 sodas that would have been $4.49 a piece. And I got the caramel cheesecake, which was $6.99, and Seth got the key lime pie, which was $7. So the total was $104.97 before taxes. So if we would have gotten all that without the experience, that's how much it would have costed. We paid $144.48 for the tickets. So really, we would have roughly paid, we basically would have paid $20 a piece to ride the float at that point. Now we got the pass holder rate, which took like a little percentage off. I think maybe like $10 off each ticket for this experience. So if you're not a pass holder, you're probably going to pay a little bit more. But you don't have necessarily the same access that pass holders do to sign up for a pass holder float day in advance. Really, if you want a guaranteed spot, this is the only way to do it. So that's up to you. If you think $20, forking over $20 is really going to be worth reserving your spot, that's kind of a personal preference thing. For us, because we were able to select another night that we were able to do our pass holder float riding experience, probably wouldn't do this again. I I actually bought this before they released the pass holder dates. And we wanted to try it and review it and see, because it's new. So we wanted to see what it was about. But overall, the experience was pretty fun. They did say that I know we mentioned this, that most of the float ride and dine people are going to be on the gator float. And that is like the one float, like that and the King and Queen and like one or two others are the ones that are here every year regardless of the theme. And I think it's the biggest float. But it was really fun. We got to be on the very, very tip top of the float. And we had a really good time doing that. So again, I think this is going to be worth it for more non-pass holders. So if that applies to you, I would definitely do it, because you don't want to be in the park and having to try and refresh that virtual line queue every couple of minutes just to get you and your family a spot. So that's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think it was like quite worth it, but
Wasn't anything too special.
it was but it was still like cool to like go to pick a restaurant and then like pick any item on the menu.
And that's another thing. That's why we picked Lombards, because out of Lombards, Finnegan's, and NBC Sports Grill, Lombards has been the most expensive. And if you guys have seen our full tour and review of Lombards, you'll remember us saying that food's good, it's just kind of more on the expensive side, which we don't really think is as worth it. So that's why we picked it, because we knew it would be the most expensive out of what we would get at the other restaurants. But we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like this video and comment. Let us know what you thought of the experience, or what you thought about this video, if you're going to maybe do it next year if it's offered. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Universal content coming soon. So until next time, we hope to see you on the next adventure. Bye.